Good morning, America. This is Dr. Turi. We are June 15th, 2019. Again, I apologize for my voice. Those medications, they do have side effect in many ways, especially with someone like me who's not used to take them. I'm into natural healing. I'm a soul doctor. But I understand my limitation. I understand that now and then you have to follow your doctor's advice, especially when it comes to infection or blood clots and all sorts of things. So that also affects my respiratory system. I'm short of breath. But it's just going to be for a while. I'm strong, moving along. Still have a lot of difficulty sleeping at night. Watching TV all the time, I'm not tired enough to really get a good night's sleep. And I'm not allowed to use any sleeping aid on top of that. So that's where we are. All right, now this being said, I did a show last night, and you are very, very much strongly advised to watch the radio show on a supernatural substation. The two hosts that I dealt with, phenomenal ladies, highly spiritual, and one was born in November, the other one was a Sagittarius, Scorpio Sagittarius. I did them a little mini reading in the air. So that would give you an idea of how I work. And I also gave them a couple of dates as to prove the reality, the values of my 80s predictive legacy in reference to Draco, the benevolent extraterrestrial that is working through me. I give them the date of June 20th and June 28th. And this precise SOS to the World Deadly Window, the title is June 14th, that was yesterday, 20 and 28. So I'll give you three very specific dates in the month of June, June 14, 20th, 28, 2019, SOS to the World Deadly Windows. So as always, it's important for you to go and read all that I'm going to be talking about, because I'm always giving you more information when I type in channel Draco. So I can only do so much in my condition currently. So just bear with me and let's see what's going on. So again, for those who just jumped in my channel, understand that I'm practicing Nostradamus 16th century divine astrology methodology. And like the old prophets, there are quatrains, in my case, very, very obvious keywords, because I don't have to worry about the Inquisition, burning me to the stake. Even though that some people wish me death, you would not believe it. Religious fanatics, infected reptilian idiots out there think they're going to go to hell if they talk to me. Well, they're already on hell in their ignorance, fears, and stupidity by feeding the reptilians. So my SOS to the world, very direct, okay? And this is how it goes. Hidden secrets, sex, money come to light. Raw power, challenges, police, deadly villain. Ugly face of death, drama, horror, surfaces. Nature, man's religious folly, reign. When I said man's religious folly, reign, and you can see this crétin, there is no other word to depict this idiot here, this guy in Tennessee. He's actually a cop. It's funny because this is related directly to the police, this newsletter today. He said that in a sermon that he wants the LGBTQ to be rounded up and then killed, literally put to death. I mean, you can see this idiot is totally religious poison. He does not know who he is, or what he is. He doesn't know nothing about God and cosmic divinity. And here's a guy that is poisoning the mind of your children who don't know anything. They do not know why they are gays and lesbian. And as I explained in the video yesterday, and many of my previous videos, if a young mother smokes pot, or she takes illegal drugs beyond the counter prescription, that's enough for the reptilians to come inside of the womb and manipulate the gene of those unborn children and turn them into Down syndrome, gay, lesbians, autistic, and a myriad of other diseases. Of course, the scientific community cannot relate to me because I'm so ahead of time. But they will in time. If they don't, the children of their children will in the future benefit from my cosmic work. So it's ridiculous that such a person is actually, treating human beings who have feelings, the same red blood running in his own veins, running in the veins of those people. They're human beings. They are victimized by the extraterrestrial. They do not know. It doesn't change anything about their brain, their power, the physiology of the human body. It's going to go right back to where it belongs, in the dirt when you die. It's the spirit that is priceless and that needs to be cherished and taken care of and nurtured. This guy should not be doing what he does. He's a cop. I believe he's a cop. He is a bad cop. That's for sure. Oh my God. Anyway, this video today is a dedication to the police officers. Sad enough, 3 New York PD officers have died by suicide in less than 10 days. Jesus. You can see the drama that those public servants are going through. So this YouTube video is dedicated to my good friend Paul in New York and his son. They've been involved in the law enforcement for many years. And I'm sure many of you know a cop or have a family member or a friend which is a cop. It's so very important to let them know that during any plutonic SOS to the world, deadly window, it's not a normal day. They are going to be killed, or they are much more easier, or they are going to be suffering the reptilius domination, because during the reptilius base is on Pluto, and Pluto, being part of our solar system, is the most powerful planet. Pluto rules the underworld, the criminal element, the police force, the FBI, the CIA. Pluto rules life and death. So when this plutonic energy is, those cosmic winds are present, the cops are extremely vulnerable. Okay, and then those windows last for a few days, and then if I can help them, I will. I have tried since 1991 to reach the police. It'd be so easy if they had in their computer a little software that I designed, and then they just punch the date, and all of a sudden the red zone. Okay, those 3 or 4 days, be careful. Pluto is in charge, and then they're gonna witness as their friends being shot or shooting innocent people because the emotion is so high and the reptilians run the show. And that is the lucky one. The others are gonna be shot or they're gonna commit suicide. So this video today is dedicated to the police force, to the FBI, to the CIA, because they are extremely vulnerable during a SOS to the world deadly windows. And that's why I give those dates, so that you can be prepared. You got to be very cautious of what you say or what you do during those days, because you're going to get a wake-up call. Anything you say or you do actually will follow you, if not change your life entirely. And a lot of very, very famous people, actors, singers, who have no clue of what I'm talking about. Or even your children, okay? They're absolutely vulnerable. And they say things on TV, they say things on the air, having no idea of the repercussion, and they lose their job. I mean, you know what? If you read all my newsletters, I give very specific names each time there is a plutonic window and a famous person is saying things that he should not say, like our president last few days. That's just He does not know. He is our president, yes, yet he is reptilian infected. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't take medication, whatever. So how can he be infected? He's infected with greed and power and ego. And I mentioned yesterday that you can expect anything with President Trump. I even mentioned that he is maintaining his relationship with our enemies because he might have to run off there because he's cornered. It'll be impossible for him after his presidency not to end up in jail. Simple as that. And they are very dedicated. All the people, the GOP, are very dedicated to get him and his family and ruin him. So, like any trapped wild animals, he will do anything not only to escape, but also to punish. That's why it's very important not to mess up with President Trump, because his UCI is devastating. I'm telling you what Draco is telling me is a legacy, is a racist legacy, has already been impregnated about the world. In his past life, President Trump was working in the jurisdiction of Hitler. It's a long story. You just Google Dr. Turi, Hitler, President Trump, and you can read all these newsletters. I hope everything will be fine. He will, as long as he can battle the energies that's against him, after him, to destroy him legally, it'll be fine. But if he's forced, he's going to go and join either Russia or North Korea and ally with these people. That would be not exactly too good for the United States. That's what Draco is telling me, and I have to let you know. So now it's your. All right, cop mental health crisis. He blamed the reptilians. That's basically what it is. I mean, you have to understand they are facing every single day such a dangerous environment. The criminal element is there. They don't regenerate. They are constantly on their guard. They find it very hard to release the negative energy. On top of that, many of them may be on antidepressant, and then they open the door to the reptilians, and there goes, bam, they use the gun against their own head. That's terrible. If I could reach those police officers, if I could lecture in the circle of the police, I can guarantee you that many of them would understand. And when I tell them, okay, on that date, okay, write it down, make sure you remember, okay, get a little reminder on the other computer that there is a deadly window, so as to the world, plutonic window on their butt, they're going to be much more cautious. And in the process, they will see. You shouldn't read what happened to me under one of these negative window. Last time that I went to California, I didn't expect I was going to be surrounded by 5 police, 5 cops, of course, do anything wrong. So long story, you can read all the detail. You have a link, just click on it. I'm going to make sure that you see what that link is so you can actually see what this type of window attract the police and the criminal element. So that is what it is for now. So I'm going to bring my computer a little bit closer. Okay, so this way I can read a little bit better. All right. So we discussed the suicides, the terrible suicide of those New York PD police officers. And this does not, of course, include firemen and all the people that work for the government. It's better if you do not know, to tell you the truth. All right, now Costco shooting leaves 1 dead and 2 hurt. Again, I'm a member of Costco. During this cosmic negative window, I either go with my gun in my pocket in case it can help whatever is going on out there, or I don't. I wait for better cosmic winds to go to the public, because that's where crazy people will be responding to the reptilian manipulation they have hijacked their minds. 2 teenagers died minutes apart during violent night in London. Again, those chances are those kids were drinking, those kids were doing drugs, and then the reptilians did the rest. So again, those children are not reachable. They're watching stupid video on YouTube. They're not watching my work. They're too young for that. I mean, when I was their age, I was more interested in music, drinking, smoking, and messing up with beautiful young girls. But that's what guys do, and that's what girls do. That's what teens do. So it makes the situation very difficult to try to save their life and not to let them warn them, hey, be careful. Right? Your Dr. Turi's Plutonic window mentioned that it's very, very dangerous now, and you may end up killed if you go out tonight. Maybe you should stay home and watch TV. But parents are not educated. They are the religious or atheists. So who wins at the end? The reptilians. Man arrested outside elementary school with a gun and 130 rounds of ammo. Official says, oh my God, I'm so happy they got him. Because it is during those windows, as mentioned George Novi, many other radio show, that those crazy people will kill other people. Okay, so be cautious of the data I'm giving you. Look at everywhere. Don't go out at night. Stay home. Save your life and pass on my cosmic wisdom. All right, what else do we have? Excuse me. A baby boy has died a week after being cut from his mother womb. Again, you know, the reptilians will try to get to you before, during, and after your birth. Understand that as far as abortion is concerned, a lot of people are not aware of the process of abortion. You cannot be born unless you die. When the doctor comes and cut the umbilical cords that related you to the warm uterine life of your mother, that's when you die. Before that, before he cuts the cord, you are part of your mother life. There is no spirit in the body just yet. Once he cut the cord, the cold on the room, the noise or the smack on your bottom, it's enough to send your first impression to the superconscious that where you inherited your UCI or your cosmic program makes you totally unique. Okay, then at that very precise moment, you become an independent entity. Okay, so now if after the cord has been cut, somebody kills you, now that person should go to jail. But before that, you never killed anybody. There's a lot of mothers out there who had abortion who needs to heal that. They need to understand, get rid of the guilt, because the reptilians are doing this on purpose. They don't want you to learn from me and make sure that, oh, you're going to go to hell because now you have killed a human being before he was born. And that's the type of information these idiots want to kill all gays and lesbians should know. But it's too stupid. It's too infected religiously, mentally, physically, to actually hear me. He vibrates at such a different level that it'd be impossible for him to remotely connect with what I have to say. So these are the type of people that poison the mind of your children. Every time you go to church, you're not helping your case, you're helping the reptilians. Remember, they created all religion because religions create chaos. The proof of that is there with this crazy lunatic who wants to kill gay people. My God, it's just too much. Sometimes I wonder, you know. All right, New York and the religious exemption for vaccine. I'm sure if you're old enough, like me, that you have heard now and then, you know, a child needs blood transfusion. Oh my gosh, no, we are Mormon. You can do that. Oh, no, it's against our religion. So the child dies in the name of stupidity and in the name of religion. So now the draconists stimulate the mind of some of the lawmakers to end the religious exemption for vaccines. So that gives an option for those young new souls to come on this world and, you know, pay their karma and grow and learn to create their own future. Now, France will sign a new friendship treaty to Trump after the last one died. Oh my God, what an omen. It tells you that, you know, there is those educated people, scientists, members of the government, they're all cosmic conscious. They have no idea. They do not know how to read omens. So there you go. You know, that means our relationship between the French and the Americans not always been nice, a little bit volatile currently because of Trump is dying. That's a message. And then you see that spider going from one microphone to the other microphone. I don't know if you have seen that on CNN. Excuse me. I'm going to clear my throat, sorry. But it tells you, it simply tells you that there's a big web out there. It's just a simple little web line that a spider created from one mic to the other one. It tells you at the subconscious level the immense web of deception that has been produced by this president and his government. Wow, that is something you have to learn, to listen to your subconscious and learn to read the omens, something I teach in my courses. And there is a deal going on with my courses. So if you're interested in mastering the Cosmic Code secret, you have 16 CDs, 2 digests, and you have a software that I designed that will turn you into an astral psychologist. And then you graduate, and then you're gonna own the keys, the golden keys, what it means to be human when you're done after a week and 6 or 7 hours a day with me. You know, you don't get cosmic consciousness in 5 minutes or spending the next 10 years in a cave with a monk. 10 years later, you'll be 10 years more stupid because you're in hell. That's where you learn through pain, through suffering, not by going down, that is, on a wall or looking the Bible down or being stuck in a cave. It's Pluto in your ignorance, your fear, and your codification of thought induced by religion. Shark Tank star brothers die in Dominican Republic. I mean, if you read my quatrain, it tells you famous people death. Sad enough, you got to be more careful than usual in whatever you do, especially in foreign ground. Maybe he was born like President Trump with the tail of the dragon in Sagittarius, which means anytime you're dealing with foreigners and foreign affairs, or if you travel on a holiday over there, during one of my SOS to the world, you don't come back. All right, so that's why it's worth it to spend the money and get your own 2019 SOS to the world or your own cosmic biorhythm, so you don't know when you're going to be up or down. I don't know if 100 and something bucks is worth your life, but that's your choice. Legendary Italian director dies at 96. Of course, he's 96 years old. He has to die, but he dies during one of these windows when I mentioned famous people will die. He did. Another one, Columbine survivor, died of heroin overdose. He was totally infected. Excuse me. He was totally infected to start with. He had no way out. He was too deep in, so to speak, the dark energy. I remember the reptilians travel through time and space, through the black holes. And then if you read the latest news about black holes, now there is black holes that is going through the entire Milky Way. And the educated scientists are wondering, what is that? That is what I'm saying. This is the funnel. This is what the ETs do. They travel in time and space through different solar systems, through dark hole. That's why the scientists have discovered that huge tunnel that was the black hole that goes all the way through the Milky Way. What can I say? Draco don't lie. Maybe you're going to get it. You should. You keep listening. What else do we have here? Arrest made in the death of former senator. Again, famous people, going through death or drama. It's all over during those windows. O.J. Simpson is now on Twitter and say he's got a little getting even to do. Ha! When I say Mercury is retrograde and he brings the affairs and the people of the past alive, how can you deny that? As much as if you read the news, I don't know how many hundreds of mammal dolphins died. Okay, let's talk about O.J. Simpson. That's again bad. It's bad. He's an infected guy. I did his stars a long time ago. I checked it all up. He is a killer. He's got the same stars as President Trump. He's a double. He's a dual. That's why 2 people died. And he had 2 full police cars following him. He had 2 full judgments. But he was able to manipulate the law because he had the peseta. If he was you and me, you'd be in jail forever. Cooked. So now understand that the sad reality, because he has a name and he has fame, people are stupid. They got to go and maintain that energy. He was led by the reptilians to do all that, and he's still being led by the reptilians as a revengeful sucker, liar, cheater that he is, a killer, trying to go back into his fame and selling his books or whatever he has. That's terrible. In relationship to the whales or the dolphin, like birds, those mammals have their own computer. It's not their smell, it's not the sound, it's just their natural inborn computer that tells them to go that direction. But when Mercury is retrograde, the computer in their mind is pointing towards the earth. It's pointing the beaches. It's not pointing the open waters. So those guys don't know better, and they go there and they all, die. So basically, the scientists are not smart enough, not intuitive enough. They haven't been educated on the cosmic culture predictions. They do not understand. But to my reasoning, a little bird with a brain like this is smarter than the scientists, because that little bird knows exactly, without a GPS, how to go from A to Z. That's how it is. Humans are different. So just giving you all sorts of information as we go along, okay? Plane diverter after passenger slap flight attendant vomits. Talk about Mercury retrograde. I think these guys' plans are going to definitely be changed, or forced to be changed, and everybody is paying the price of these idiots, because now all the people that are waiting, the family members, the friends, all these people, that have been waiting, I've been waiting forever. You have to remember, when I got married, I invited my family and I said, let's go married in Vegas, but you guys going to fly only when I tell you. Don't fly outside of this date. Okay, they did. When they arrived, the very same day that they arrived, the huge volcano in Iceland blew up. And then millions of people were stuck all over the world for 2 weeks. But my family was safe. That's the beauty of being cosmic conscious. Believe me, I take care of my family and I give them those dates. What else do we have here? County euthanized family dog by mistakes, and they offer them $300 to replace the pet. Man, I tell you what, oh, if you kill my little dog, I'm going to be really, really upset, and it's going to cost you a little bit more than $300. But hey, this is Mercury retrograde. When Mercury is retrograde, the head of a pilot, the head of a driver, the head of a captain of a ship, the head of a helicopter pilot to crash on top of New York building is not running properly. And then Mercury rules also all moving parts, your washer, your dryer, your telephone, your cars. And then you're gonna get stuck. So this is basically where, mostly during one of my SOS to the World Plutonic Deadly window, with Mercury retrograde, now you're playing very serious Russian roulette with your life if you're not cosmic conscious. All right. Judge, 57, dies after suffering heart attack in court. Again, he goes, 57 years old, man, I'm 69. I can't believe it. Well, yeah, 57. He was born with the tail of the dragon in Leo. Leo was the heart. Anytime you have the tail of the dragon in Leo, you're very unlucky with love, romance, children, and your heart is a prime target for the reptilians. Stress, confusion, depression, responsibility. You don't regenerate with Mother Earth. You're constantly watching politics or messing around on Facebook, fighting. You degenerate constantly. The reptilians own you. They hijack your mind, your body, your soul. You constantly degenerate. And at the end, you're going to pay the price with your heart, with your mind, or whatever, by taking antibiotics, taking antidepressant, and then finally hook yourself and commit suicide. So just be careful. There are no accidents, my friends. Woman arrested for cruising down the road in child's toy truck while impaired. What an idiot. Well, talking about Mercury retrograde, yeah? All right. Yeah. Anytime you drink a beer, 2 beer, 3 beer, 3 scotch, that's it. A lot of champagne, that's it. The reptilians are there. What can I do to kill that person? Oh, Mercury is retrograde. Oh, well, why don't you get that little thing being funny and then get killed by a truck coming in front of you because you got no brakes and the truck doesn't see you? Want to be careful. You got to be very careful. This is not a joke. It's a miracle every single day how people manage to end up safe and and sound. There's a million ways to die every day with the reptilians rocking up to you. Iowa runner 26 is a young guy, dies near finish line, 12 miles race, 2 weeks after coming back from Mount Everest. It's pretty much like those two most powerful men in the world to compete. They both died of heart attack. Again, there's no mystery here. Either Saturn, the great malefic, is right in the sign of Leo in the 6th house of health, or is on your 8th house of death, and you have no idea, and you're taking chance on yourself. You're taking chance where you're not supposed to, especially again during those negative windows. I can only tell you, my friend, invest on your cosmic biorism. You're going to see right away. Not right away. It takes a while. You may in 1 or 2 or 3 months from now, you know exactly when you're going to be at the top, where everything you do is going to work. You're going to get up with a big smile, and the other day you're going to get up totally constipated, upset, depressed, and your first telephone call will be that bad news or a letter that you don't want is going to come your way. So just be aware of those windows and those cosmic biorhythm. Life is positive, negative, up and down, black and white, God, devil, the yin, I am, the reptilians, the draconians. So understand, without a day, there is no night. Without a God, there is no devil. So basically, it's all about understanding those energy and use them at your advantage so you can be safe. I can only repeat myself, my friend. God created the stars and the heavens for more than the sake of beauty. Or for NASA to send little, Sputnik out there on Mars. He gave them to us for interpretation so that you lead a safer, more productive life, like all disappeared civilization used to do. Again, they didn't build their pyramid or buildings anywhere. They all face a specific constellation to benefit from those cosmic winds. And a lot of these people over the centuries have been manipulated by both the reptilians and the draconists. The draconists will enter your mind to create a beautiful music, to decide to call a friend and help a friend, to create a beautiful painting, to develop a new technology. They are there to feed you from the life forces of the sun. Oh, the reptilians are just doing the opposite. Remember, they are coming from Pluto, the Lord of Hades, the Lord of Darkness, the Lord of Hell, the underworld, the criminal, the blood, the negativity, death. Okay, so understand those two energy, and then remember they are affecting you because you are a recipient. You are bombarded every second through the universal mind interacting with your UCI, unique celestial identity. Okay, you're like a robot. If you know cosmic conscious, you're like a robot. And once you get in control and you understand the mechanics, the universal mechanics, God's magical, divine structure, it is beautiful, magical, absolutely mind-boggling creation. Once you understand and synchronize the universal gearbox, you can only make progress because now you have reached a higher level of perception. Okay, terrorism, 8 killed, 16 hurt as explosion rocks Somalia capital. I said, be ready for terrorism. And then we have, of course, that Iran tried to shoot down the U.S. Reaper drone that arrived on scene of oil tanker attack. Okay, the U.S. military released those videos secret to come to light. Terrorism. It's all within those deadly cosmic wind. My SOS to the world, deadly windows are very real. And the more you listen and the more you dig into my work, the more you're going to raise it to a higher level of cosmic awareness. Because remember, you have been made in the image of God, and you like it or not, you were born to learn to create. So you create your reality every single day being helped by the dracons, while the reptilians are going to do everything to stop you and destroy you. So once you become aware of those energy, then you can control it. Until then, you're nothing, as I said earlier, than a robot. All right. Well, it looks like if we're done for today. But one more time, I just want to let you know that since 1991, I've been trying to reach the police, educate the police, the FBI and the CIA, and give them those windows so that, you know, they can, avoid the worst. And then I have that really good friend of mine, Paul, in New York. He's a retired police officer. He also worked with emergency department, fire department, and him and his son. God, thanks, guys, for you being there and all the people that work with you. But man, I wish you could let me come and lecture for you and give you at least those dates. When I feel better, I hope we'll be able to set up. So if you have somebody that is working in the police department, in the fire department, emergency department, or even you, the normal person, pay attention. Pay attention to the cosmic code, because this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is what Draco is doing, helping me to channel those information, giving you those specific dates. And again, I want to thank the two ladies last night that helped me to pass on my cosmic wisdom. And then if you know someone that has a TV show or radio show, you need to help me. You need to be part of the solution, regardless how incredible my information may appear to be. The sad reality, it is altering, and you'll find out in time. All right, my friend, God winning, make it a beautiful day. I'm going to go back to my freaking sofa and watch Debbie. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching.